Today I've got Cooper, baby Cooper, proper pup, all gangly. So Cooper just needs more work on his socialisation. Obviously he's at the age, he loves dogs, he wants to go to every dog he meets. Owners are wary of you know, the recall and how boisterous he's going to be with other dogs. Don't want him to get hurt really, not so much for his boisterousness, but he did manage to hurt himself quite badly, needed major operation, and on his tender young bones. So yeah, his owners obviously are wary of how boisterous he's going to be with other dogs, and you know, they don't want anything to happen to him. So I think really my role here is to do the socialising bit for them, so they can see what he does, how he interacts. Once they see that everything's okay and he's not too full on, so they don't need to panic or worry, then they'll be fine. He also lives with another dog, beautiful Willow, and he's a bit full on with Willow. What happens often when two dogs live together is one will become far more tolerant than normal, because they live together, they know each other, so probably they get away with, you know, more than what they should. So today I've got Rio and Frank with me. So this is part of Frank's work to get used to another dog being around, running about, and he can't play with it. He's just got to walk with me and listen to me. And I brought Rio because he's the schoolmaster, so he will teach Cooper that he doesn't mind running. He'll run, and he'll run alongside, and he'll play sticks, but what he won't do is tolerate another dog jumping on him or biting him and doing that kind of behaviour, which is what we need Cooper to learn, that, you know, that's not the way to behave. So they've been off lead this morning, they've done a little bit of a run around. Wasn't too bad. This way. Wasn't too boisterous, too, you know, full on. He's having a good old sniff down there. So Rio's been off with him, running about with him, giving him the directions that he needs, and that's been going really well. I'm just going to put Rio on the lead now, just so that Cooper can relax and just sniff and do his own thing without Rio constantly there telling him. Rio is relentless. He will constantly be telling him what he can and can't do. So after a while, I've got to give the dog a break. So Rio goes on the lead. So that's what we've got here with these two. And he's just happily sniffing and exploring. We've met a couple of dogs already. There was one lady with a spaniel, and that was fine. He went running up to the dog, he was polite enough, he just sniffed, he was careful, he was wary, he didn't jump all over the dog. The only problem with the recall of that situation was the lady had, well, she must have had a wonderful bag full of treats in her bag, because all the dogs were just round her pocket and they wouldn't leave her alone. And then because Rio and Cooper were stood there sniffing at her and nudging her pocket, her dog started to bark and basically tell them to go away. And then the lady started talking and standing there and looking directly at the dogs. So she'd engaged the dog's attention. She was then putting her voice into the situation. So yeah, they didn't come away straight away. Rio came and he kept going back to get Cooper, because obviously Cooper wanted a treat. And the lady was looking directly at him and talking to him. So yeah, that's why he hung around a little bit longer than we wanted him to. But I don't consider it a problem, because I knew why it was happening, and I didn't have to go back and fetch him. He just came. He realised I was walking away. He realised that Rio had come away as well, and he just came running away. So I've got no problem with that. We've met a lady with a big Labrador on a lead that was very full on. So that's why she got it on a lead, she said. So poor woman's being pulled all over the place. It's hard for me sometimes, because I can sometimes see exactly what's going wrong, but it's not really my place just to muscle in, is it, and say. But I did feel for her a little bit, because he's a big strong dog and he was pulling her about. But yeah, Cooper, and obviously Rio's not bothered in other dogs, so Cooper, yeah, he had a sniff. They had a sniff of each other. It was perfectly normal, perfectly calm. You know, I wouldn't say calm. It was interesting, you know, as interesting as it will be with a pup of this age. Just change direction this way. And yeah, I just kept walking, and he came walking alongside, so there was no issue with that. It's a really nice morning, so I'm hoping there's going to be more people about, because it's really this socialisation I want to work on, and if I can get some you know, footage of it just to help the owners so that they can see how he interacts, and you know, they'll be more comfortable when they see other dogs to let him be off lead and socialise, rather than, you know, understandably worrying because they don't want to get hurt. It was awful what happened with him. It's just one of them freak accidents, and yeah, it's upsetting. So they are wary. So he gets a little bit strong on the lead. That's because he's young. His head goes into fast forward mode, and the best thing to do to try and calm that down is keep the regular checks on the lead. Just keep it the same, keep it consistent, don't get more intense. Sometimes it's hard because the dog is pulling that much, it's hard to get the pull release motion into it because he's pulling so hard. Just keep standing still, readjusting the lead, no talking, and breathe calm. Keep yourself calm. And basically in those situations, it is just a case of waiting for that head. I was talking to his owner this morning. I said it's a bit like a bottle of pop, and you've got all the fizz at the top, and you've got to wait for those bubbles to gradually just dissolve and calm down. And that's what you're doing with the state of mind when they get all excited, which puppies do. You're waiting for the fizz to dissolve. Okay, so it's not necessarily that you need to do something else. You keep doing what you're doing, calm, consistent, no talking, and wait for them to calm. And then when they calm, then they can start to take direction from you again. Okay, so this is what I'm going to carry on doing with Cooper, just mooching about, trying to find people and dogs. So it's not going to be so much about distance today. We're going to be out a lot, but from here, and then I'm going to go to some different parks. You'll tell him in a minute, Rio will. Go some different parks and loiter, hang around, you know, so that he can get used to seeing lots of different things, different people, different sounds, different smells, and not reacting. So a dog always feels safe, an animal always feels safe when they're moving. They don't very often like to stand still. If they stand still, that's when they're vulnerable. So when we sit still and make the dog wait, he won't like it to begin with because he's going to feel vulnerable. But by doing that and doing it more, they gradually build their trust in you, and they become less reactive to everything around them. So it's good to loiter. Okay, so that's my day today with Cooper. Gorgeous day. I'm going to get some good photos soon, and hopefully get some footage of him interacting. As soon as I see somebody coming, I'm going to get the camera out and start filming. I hope they don't mind. Okay, see you later.